7 coffins, 140 wounded, 8 Americans fighting for their lives in military hospitals right now, today, as you watch this. And just hours ago, the United States Secretary of Defense walked up to a podium and announced that today is the single most intense day of bombing since this war began. More bombers, more fighters, more strikes than any day before. Meanwhile, Iran's parliament spokesman just declared without flinching that his country is winning, that the initiative is now in Iran's hands. 11 days in, and nobody can tell you when it ends. Welcome. If you are new here, this channel gives you the real story behind the headlines. Subscribe now because what you are about to hear is the most important update on the Iran war you will find today. Let's go. Since the start of Operation Epic Fury on February 28th, approximately 140 American service members have been wounded over 10 days of sustained attacks, Pentagon spokesperson Sean Parnell confirmed Tuesday. 8 remain listed as severely injured and are receiving the highest level of medical care. The Pentagon wants you to focus on the fact that 108 already returned to duty. What they said more quietly is that 7 American soldiers are already dead, killed by Iranian drones and missiles in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. Not on Iranian soil, in neighboring countries where American troops are stationed. Iran's weapons are reaching them, and they keep coming. The cost of munitions used in just the first 2 days of this war was $5.6 billion. In 2 days. And today, the Pentagon is calling this the heaviest bombardment yet. The math on what this war is costing, in dollars, in blood, in global stability, is staggering. Like this video right now if you want more of this kind of analysis. It takes 2 seconds, and it helps more people find the real story. Now let's talk about what is actually happening on the ground. Saudi Aramco CEO warned this week that the disruption to regional oil and gas has caused a severe chain reaction hitting shipping, insurance, aviation, agriculture, and automotive industries simultaneously, calling it by far the biggest crisis the region's oil and gas industry has ever faced, with catastrophic consequences for the global economy the longer it continues. That is not an analyst. That is the CEO of the world's most important oil company describing what is happening right now to the global economy in real time. And then there is the intelligence story that changes everything. Russia has been sharing intelligence with Iran that can help Tehran identify and strike United States military targets, according to American officials. Think about what that means. Russia is publicly calling for de-escalation while secretly feeding Iran the targeting data needed to kill American soldiers. That is not neutrality. That is proxy warfare conducted with cold precision. Senate Democrats left a classified Pentagon briefing on Tuesday incensed as the United States and Israel continue their joint bombardment and families prepare to bury 7 American service members. The fury in that room was not just partisan. It was the fury of lawmakers who still cannot get a straight answer from this administration about what victory looks like, what the end game is, and how many more American soldiers will come home in flag-draped coffins before this is over. Because the messaging from the White House is not just mixed, it is chaotic. Trump told Republican lawmakers this week it could be over soon. Hegseth declared this war has only just begun. Trump then posted on Truth Social threatening to hit Iran 20 times harder and reduce it to a nation that can never be rebuilt. The Trump administration continues to send mixed messages about the status and trajectory of the war. 3 different stories, 0 coherent endgame. Iran's parliamentary spokesman Ebrahim Raisi declared Tuesday that the balance of the war has shifted in favor of Iran and that the success rate of their missile and drone strikes is now over 90%, though he offered no evidence to support the claim. Whether that number is accurate or not almost doesn't matter. What matters is that Iran is not collapsing. Iran is not surrendering. Iran is telling its people and the world that it is winning. And day after day, its drones keep reaching Gulf states, its missiles keep threatening the Strait of Hormuz, and American soldiers keep getting wounded. Trump said the United States military completely destroyed 10 inactive Iranian mine-laying vessels after reports of Iranian action in the Strait of Hormuz. And in the same breath, he posted that he had no reports of Iran actually placing mines in the waterway. Two contradictory statements about the same event posted within hours of each other by the President of the United States, while oil markets are watching every word. This is the reality of Day 11, the most intense bombardment yet. 140 wounded Americans, 7 dead, 8 on critical care, $5.6 billion in munitions in the first 2 days alone, Russia arming Iran with targeting intelligence, the Strait of Hormuz under constant threat, the global oil industry describing a catastrophe in real time, and the question that no one in Washington has answered, the question that millions of Americans are asking at every gas station, at every dinner table, in every town in this country. What does winning look like? When does it end? And was this worth it? Drop your answer in the comments. This conversation matters. Share this video with someone who deserves the full picture. Subscribe if you want to stay ahead of this story, because right now it is moving faster than anyone predicted, and we will be here every step of the way.